Hi YouTube, it's Joanna Delilah and I am in the 1980s today. I'm filming a series of videos on the history of makeup. They are aimed at makeup students, and specifically my makeup students who are on my media makeup course, and we're all working from home. So it made sense to film these little videos and upload them to YouTube because they're a bit more reliable than the learning platform that we have to use, which sometimes crashes or glitches. Sorry about the lighting. I'm not like a slick professional YouTuber. I'm very much a film it in one take and wallop it on and hope for the best YouTuber. But these videos are more intended to be informative as rather than a specific, like, you know, makeup tutorial type thing. I'm going to talk a little bit about the history of makeup throughout each era. So as I've said, I've done videos for starting from the 20s through to the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, now the 80s. And I'll do one more, which will be the 90s. So in the 1980s, it was a lovely, subtle look, you know, very, very soft and neutral. Not bright colours, as you can see. Really characteristic was the stripe of blusher, which pretty much would have been where we would contour now, but with bright pink or bright red or bright orange. Makeup in the 80s was designed to be worn and seen. And I kid you not, even if you worked like in a bank, you would go to work with this makeup on. This was like ordinary makeup in the 1980s. I'm old enough to remember it, and I witnessed it firsthand. Everyone just had a load of eyeshadow and colour on. I don't know if you can see in this lighting, my eyelashes are bright blue. Electric blue mascara was more popular in the 80s than black mascara was. Even if you didn't really wear much makeup, even your nana, everyone just had bright blue, electric blue mascara in the 80s. Not hating it, must admit. The eyeshadow was a colour block style. It was, I mean, there was a lot to it, but it still isn't as neat as we would have it today. So still not anything like a cut crease, nothing like our blending out and transition shades. It was quite blocky in the 80s, and it was very sort of about the eyes. So they would use, they would line the eyes with eyeshadow generally, so it was a bit softer and almost more sort of a smoky effect, and they would follow the line of the eye there. Always a colour right the way up to the eyebrow and a colour on the lid. Sometimes they went sort of this way with stripes of colour, like a pink, a blue and a purple, and it would go right up to the eyebrow. On the subject of eyebrows, they were big and bushy, completely untamed. I think there must have been a national shortage of tweezers in the 1980s or something. Really big, bushy, quite messy eyebrows were really popular in the 80s. And then a bright lip. I've gone for an orange. You could have done a red or a bright pink. The more colour, the better. So I'll just pop some eyeshadow on the other eye. So I'm going to start with a bright blue on all the way over the lid. Simple as that. And then my lovely pink shade is going to go right the way up to the eyebrow. I'm using the same brush, I've just flipped it in case you're wondering why that's a blue brush, but it's coming out pink. Pink and blue were really popular in the 80s. Also, like I said, any colour of the rainbow, really. Green, yellow, all of the colours. Don't do a rainbow eye like we would do a rainbow eye today, like the cut crease. It just wasn't like that. It was much more blocky. You could do this sort of look, and on the lid you could have like 1, 2, 3 colours. You could do that for the 80s, or you could do your colours, as I say, right the way up to the brow. Do your research and look at, you know, real photos from the 80s. I am sorry about this lighting. Not much I can do. I wish I had a posh like makeup room or studio. We can dream, can't we? Like I say, it's more about the information anyway, so you can still hear me. Then I'm going to use this like tealy green colour. Oh, let's do the YouTube thing. That doesn't work, it just looks black. I'm using a Kryolan palette and I'm using this like a deep, oh, it looks grey on there. Oh well, it's like a tealy kind of green colour. You could use like an emerald green or a navy blue. I'm going to use that as the eyeliner, which I cannot do without doing the face. So strange, that is. Did I go out of shot then? I wasn't concentrating. Oh, I was slightly. Let's try and go this way. And then along the top lid as well, just line the top lid with your darker shade. If you have one, you could line your waterline with that electric blue colour or with a black. That would have been quite a popular thing to do in the 80s. Now for the mascara, I don't have an electric blue mascara on me. What I do have is a face paint, just like a water activated face paint. In a bright blue colour. So I've just dipped a mascara spoolie in some water and then run that across the face paint. So you get your face paint all over your mascara spoolie like that. And then apply to the lashes. So with that little trick, you can make your eyelashes any colour you want. If you're doing like a creative makeup, I always like to do them in white. Careful when you apply it because it's wet. It'll flick everywhere if you're not careful. Oh, this lighting is terrible. It's works-ish. If you follow my Instagram, I mean, do that anyway, because I love Instagram. But I will be uploading photos of all of these looks. And obviously the thumbnail and the video, I'll put photos, so I hope you'll be able to see the look a bit better. I always, if I'm going to use face paint on the lashes, I would always do it on top of a mascara. I find it grabs better. And also the face paint's obviously not going to add any sort of bulk to the lashes. So you still want to fatten them up a little bit. If I can move, no, there's nothing I can do about this really in a quick fix kind of way. And as I say, I'm just not a very good person at YouTube. I'm just doing this as if I'm teaching a lesson. So everyone just has to listen to me and hope for the best. This face paint trick, I wouldn't do this on a client because it will run and smudge. But good for photos and those type of things. Unless you mix it with a little bit of something like Aqua Seal from Makeup Forever, that makes everything waterproof. You could do that. So there we are. There's the 1980s for you. I hope you kind of figured that out. I'm going to move the thing a minute, see if you can see in a better light. I think everywhere I've tried, oh, there you go. In the sunlight, you can see a bit of that blue. Everywhere I've tried to move this, it's just as bad because I'm in a conservatory, so the roof is glass, and everywhere, you know, I'm in like a little greenhouse. Never mind, one day when I win the lottery, I'm going to have a swanky makeup studio with perfect lighting, and I'll employ someone to edit videos, and it'll all be amazing. Anyway, take care. Thank you for watching, and next video I'll upload will be the 1990s. See you soon. Thanks. Bye.